Hello everyone, how are you? I hope everyone's doing okay. I don't know about you, but I am feeling the January blues, particularly today. I think it's because it's dark and rainy and I just feel so tired. Yeah. So I've decided that although it is technically a work day, I'm going to take a bit of time out for myself, and I do have a couple of errands to run. So I thought I'll do that, I'll pop into town and I'm going to do the things that I need to do, and then I'm going to go and have a little look around the charity shops. Just me, just on my own, just have a little bit of time to myself. And the other thing that I really need is I need some tea, because my tea drawer is depleting and there are a few gaps in it. So I need to go and do that as well. So I'm going to have just a little bit of time to myself, have a little wander around and just take a break from things, I think. So the theme of today's video is self-care, with a bit of thrifting thrown in because, you know, why not? For me, that is self-care because it's one of my favourite things to do, even if I don't buy anything, because, you know, if you've been watching any of my other videos recently, you'll know that I really do not need to buy any more stock, and I probably don't need to buy anything for myself, but it's just fun to look, isn't it? I guess it's a bit like window shopping, isn't it? You know, just having a little look. But if you see something you absolutely can't leave behind, then, well, you've just got to get it, haven't you? Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and it really doesn't matter what your situation is, whether you are in a relationship, whether you're not, whether you're happily single, whatever. You don't need to wait for someone to give you a gift, and you certainly don't need to wait for someone to give you jewellery. You can buy it for yourself. And that's the theme of the sale that Anna Louisa have on currently. They have a self-love sale on. So it's all about being your own Valentine and treating yourself and not waiting for anybody else to do it for you. It's very nice, it's a bonus, but we don't need it, do we? You may have noticed this lovely little necklace that I'm wearing today. This is Anna Louisa. Let's see if I can show you a bit closer. It's so pretty, and I know it's cliche and it's a bit cheesy, but I really liked it. It's very simple in its design, and you know that's a bit of me, isn't it? But I was lucky enough to be able to choose a couple of pieces this time, and I've had my eye on this gorgeous necklace for a while, so I picked this up for myself. I might try it on now actually and see what it looks like. Oh, that is lovely. That is so, so nice. Let me show you. I've had this on my wish list for a while. I really love the green colour, and it goes perfectly with this lovely thrifted jumper that I got the other day. It's probably my new favourite jumper. I really love the pink colour, and the green just goes with it perfectly. And I'm loving the length as well. That's going to look really nice with a summer dress in the summer as well. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving this. I'm so glad that I finally took the plunge and actually got this. It's so beautiful. And the other thing that I got was, I've had my eye on these for a while as well, and I wanted a pair of silver earrings, just plain silver earrings that I can wear every day, that are just a little bit bigger than the small ones that I've already got and that I wear all the time. So yeah, I just wanted to change it up a little bit, and I'm loving the simplicity of the silver hoops. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy wearing those as well. If you've watched any of my other videos when I talk about Anna Louisa, you'll know how much I love them anyway. And I always talk about the quality. They rigorously test all of their pieces for strength and humidity, and they're tarnish resistant, so they last you for years. The pieces that I still have look like brand new. They look the same as they did when I first opened them. So yeah, I can highly recommend them in terms of long-lasting quality. So if you fancy treating yourself for Valentine's Day, or just because, then I have a 25% discount code, and that's in the description box below. So it's just below the video. You should find the code there. I'll try and remember to also put it in the comments as well, so it should be easy enough to find. But 25% off, that's brilliant, isn't it? On a completely separate note, a few videos ago I mentioned that I was going to do another giveaway with some Ana Luisa earrings, and they're the glow-in-the-dark ones, and they are these sweet little flowers. So I just thought I would show you those. I'm not doing the giveaway just yet. I'm so close to 4,000 subscribers. So I thought it would be the ideal thing to do a 4,000 subscriber giveaway. So I just wanted to show you what they look like. So you've got some sort of an idea, and then hopefully very soon in an upcoming video, I'll do my 4,000 subscriber giveaway. Okay, so before I head into town, I'm gonna make myself some lunch. I'm going to write a list of things I need. Like I said, I need to get some tea. I'm particularly looking for tea that I can drink during intermittent fasting, because I've started doing that. I used to think that intermittent fasting was about weight loss, and it can be, but I've been learning a lot more about gut microbiome. I'm not going to give you a lecture on it, don't worry, don't turn off. But I'm finding it fascinating. It's always something that you know you have, but you don't really completely understand what it does. And the one thing I really didn't realise is that if your gut microbiome isn't healthy, then you're not healthy. It's like the centre of everything. So I'm really concentrating on that at the moment. And intermittent fasting is a really good thing to do because it gives your gut microbiome just a little bit of time to rest. I'm trying to do 14 hours, so I'm not eating anything between 10 o'clock at night and midday. So I'm cutting out breakfast completely, basically. But it also means that you have to be careful what you drink. So obviously water's fine, black tea, black coffee's fine, green tea is fine. But I really like my herbal teas, and I'm looking for something that doesn't have fruit in it, so it won't spike my blood sugar and it won't break my fast. So I've been looking into that. Chamomile's good for the evening, so I've run out of that, so I need to get some of that. I'm very low on green tea at the moment, and I've heard that hibiscus is very good as well, so I'm looking for some hibiscus. And the other thing I'm looking for is, I really love a hot chocolate, especially on a winter's day. It really lifts the spirit, doesn't it? But I don't want one that's full of sugar, so I'm looking for some cacao that I can just make my own hot chocolate, like put a bit of cinnamon in it, sweeten it with like a natural sweetener or something. I used to drink cacao all the time, and then I swapped back again to normal hot chocolate. I think I was just being a bit lazy, to be honest, but cacao is much better for you because it's chocolate in its purest form, really. And you'll be pleased to know that chocolate is a health food. Depends how you consume it, depends what is mixed with it, but in its purest form, chocolate is a health food. And also it's fermented, so it's really good for your gut as well. So win-win. Any excuse to consume some chocolate. So for lunch, I'm going to make a soup with some red lentils, carrot, parsnip, leeks, got a bit of cabbage that needs using up, some kale, and instead of stock, I'm going to use some white miso paste. I've popped a bit of chilli in as well. It's nice when it has a bit of a kick. So I've just parked up in Morrison's, and the first thing that I need to do is post a parcel in the in-post lockers. So I'm going to go and do that first, and then we'll head into town. I'm going to head into Packed first, because they tend to close quite early. So let's see what they've got to offer. So this is my favourite health food store. Let's go in and see if we can find some tea. Mission accomplished. It was a little bit difficult to film in there though because there was a lot of other people in there, so yeah, I couldn't really film and show you the shop, which I wanted to do because it's so beautiful in there. It's really lovely. But anyway, I've got myself some teas, so let's go and have a look around the charity shops. Surprisingly here, Oxfam prices aren't too bad, so I picked up a really nice brass watering can, so I'm quite happy with that. But the other couple of charity shops that I went into, a little bit overpriced for me, so struck out there. But I've come to my favourite one, and I generally find some pretty good stuff in here, so let's see what they've got to offer today. So I didn't get anything in that charity shop other than a couple of books because they were only £1 each. So, well actually they were £1.25 each I think and £2 for two, so I got two. You know, it'd be rude not to. Yeah, so I've just popped to Morrison's now because I need dog food, and then I'm going to head home. Hello, I am back from my little jaunt into town, and it was somewhat successful. Had a nice little look around the charity shops. I didn't buy too much. I only really bought one thing, and it's something that I'm going to keep for myself because I needed a little watering can for plants, and it's this. So I found this gorgeous brass watering can. It was £3, £2.99, but it is broken, the handle's broken. It looks like they've tried to solder it at some point, but I think just to use for myself it'll be absolutely fine, and it saves it from landfill, so win-win. I've been looking for one for a while. I bought this in Oxfam, you may have seen in the footage. They've got some new ones in there which are really, really nice, but they want a stupid amount of money for them. So I picked one up once and it wasn't priced, and I asked the price on it. Wow, nearly fell over. But £3, even though it's got a slightly dodgy handle, I think it's going to be absolutely fine. Might even just try and super glue that. I don't know if that would work. Maybe it might be worth a try, I don't know. But I think it will be okay, just for my own personal use. And then the other thing that I got in Oxfam, they've got a 50% off sale in there at the moment. I bought some cards the other day, which are really nice. And I was looking at the Christmas decorations with my daughter. She was looking at these, which she absolutely loved, but she very nearly bought them, but really couldn't justify spending that money on herself at the moment. So I thought I would get these and I'll put them away probably for her birthday, which is October, and then she can have them for Christmas for next year. So yeah, pop them away as a gift. Oh yeah, I forgot that I also picked up a couple of books in another charity shop. It's actually my favourite charity shop. It's the East Anglia Children's Hospice shop, and yeah, I generally find some really nice bric-a-brac in there, but I was being very picky today, and I didn't find anything that really stood out, but I did find a couple of books, and there are two for £2, so I picked up the Beth O'Leary, The Switch, and this is the author of Gone Girl, which I really, really enjoyed. I mean, the film is amazing, but the book was way better. It's always the way, isn't it? But I really, really enjoyed the book, so I thought I would enjoy reading Dark Places as well. So yeah, I got The Switch. Very different books, but yeah, I'm going to enjoy reading those, I think. And then, as I say, it was somewhat successful in terms of looking for the things that I needed. I found some teas that look really, really nice. The first thing that I saw was this hibiscus tea, and that was one thing that I was actually looking for, was hibiscus tea. So I'm hoping that all the other ingredients will be fine for drinking while I'm fasting. Isn't that pretty though? I really love that design. It's so nice. So yeah, hopefully the tea is as nice as the design on the box. I found some chamomile tea. It's just plain chamomile, just for the evenings. So that should be nice just before I go to bed. The other teas that I picked up are probably not good for drinking during fasting, but they looked really, really nice. And there's this rose one. It's got rose petals, hibiscus again, and lavender flowers. I mean, it might be. I'll have to look into it. It's got ginger in it, but it's also got fennel, and I'm not sure if fennel's good to have. So yeah, I have to look through the ingredients and just make sure that it will be okay to have. If not, I'll just have it during the day. And I ran out of turmeric tea a while ago, and I don't know how long you've been watching my videos, but a while back I talked about teas and how turmeric tea was my favourite, but for some reason I've just not been able to find my favourite turmeric tea. It's just been unavailable everywhere, even on the website. So I saw this one, which is turmeric orange, and the ingredients sounded really, really nice. Turmeric, orange and vanilla, which sounds amazing. So I thought I would give that one a go. But then I went into Morrison's and they had the pucker turmeric. Now it's not my favourite one, but I do like this one. So this is the turmeric gold. It's got lemon and green tea in it as well, which is brilliant. The one that I really like is the turmeric active, which is from Pucker. But I don't seem to be able to find it anywhere. I don't know if they've just discontinued it maybe, not sure. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy the turmeric gold. So that should be nice. I did find some cacao. I wanted a bigger packet than this, to be honest with you, but this was all they had. Raw chocolate company, cacao powder. And the ingredients are simple, just cocoa powder from Africa, no other nasties, so that should be nice. And I'd run out of agave syrup, which I will use to sweeten it, so I got some of that. I've not tried the Biona before, so hopefully that's nice. And then I just got some beans, which I needed. I got some butter beans, which I'm going to use in my dinner tonight. I'm going to make the Deliciously Ella broccoli pasta bake, which has got butter beans in it. And I got some green lentils to pop in the cupboard because I use green lentils all the time, and brown lentils as well. They're just a good staple to have in the cupboard so I can just reach for them when I need them. So that was everything I got in the health food store. Like I said, I went to Morrison's as well, and because it's a self-care day, I treated myself to a bit of chocolate. Now, I usually get this chocolate, which is the 70%, and it's just plain, nothing else in it. And I generally have 2 squares of that a day, and it just satisfies that craving. It's very good for you because it's pure cocoa. It's vegan because it's dark chocolate, 70%. There's no milk in that. But I felt like treating myself. So I got some Galaxy vegan salted caramel. Not so good for you, full of sugar, but if you eat it in small amounts, it's a nice little treat, isn't it? So yeah, I saw that and I thought, self-care day, that's my excuse. And then I needed some bread, and I'm trying, where possible, not to eat ultra-processed bread. I've tried sourdoughs, but they're a bit problematic in that I think some supermarkets say they're sourdough, but they're not actually made like a proper sourdough. So they're still better than the ultra-processed bread because they're not full of all the nasty emulsifiers and all that kind of thing. So it's still a better option. But I was looking at all the different options and I found a pumpernickel loaf, which just sounds brilliant, doesn't it? It's very American, pumpernickel. And that has wheat flour, water, rye flour, which is meant to be really good. Malted barley, flour, salt, yeast, maize, and rapeseed oil. So no emulsifiers, no preservatives, no nasty things. Thought I would give it a go. Now, after all that talk of tea, I'm going to make myself a decaf coffee and enjoy a piece of date and walnut cake that I bought in the health food shop. Okay, so this has probably been quite a long video by now, so I will wrap up here and I'll go and make my dinner. If I remember, I'll show you what I make. If I don't, it was probably very nice. Don't forget to use the 25% off discount code that I've got for Anna Louisa if you fancy treating yourself. And let me know in the comments below, what would be your ideal self-care day? What would you do with your day if you were to take the day off work and just do something for yourself? What would you do? So I will love you and leave you. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye for now. The finished result. Supposedly broccoli pasta bake, but I put other veg in it as well. Looks really, really good. I can't wait to dig in.